Let that tribe say peace, peace. What's up, Soul Tribe? Yours truly, Ivory. Ivory's Soul's Journey Tarot. Ivory's Raw Messages. Soul's Journey Messages. Oracle Messages. Tarot Messages. Late Night Conversation. What's up, y'all? As normal now, this live stream, I know it's late. It's 1:34 a.m. here in Houston, Texas. And I'm up here. I was at the office working on some stuff. You know how it is when your day is kind of abnormal. I like abnormal days because I slept throughout the day. I guess I was tired. I don't know. And then got up about 7, 8 o'clock. Did my little routine. Got here about 10 because I had to finalize some stuff, but I had to be here to do it because everything is here, right? So I'm getting ready to go up. Said, shit, it's late. It's 1 o'clock. Let me take my ass home. Lo and behold, I'm here. So I guess this is part of home. What's up? Some of y'all still up. I say late night conversation. It's late somewhere. If it's 1:34, 1:35 here, so that means that it's 11:35 out on the West Coast. And I have quite a few of West Coast Soul Tribe brothers and sisters. So it's late there. 11:35 ain't late. 12:35. Anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Huge shifts coming, folks. The one thing I didn't want, let me make sure I got audio. Hopefully y'all can hear me. So that's good. A few of y'all up. Give me 1 second here. There we go. All right. So at least we got some audio. We can have a conversation. Don't forget to hit that like button as you enter into the live stream. Right? Good vibes only, too. Right? All right. Listen, folks. I never, ever did anything in my life for clout. Before social media, during social media, the beginning of social media, I've never done nothing for clout. Um, Never did nothing out of just spite to hurt somebody or to wrong somebody. Never. Knock on wood. Good damn wood, right? Having said that, I never wanted to be perceived on this line, on this channel, as some great one. I never wanted to be perceived as just a tarot reader. Just being honest with you. Some of us, if you have a problem with me vaping, close your eyes. You can still listen, but just close your eyes. What's up, great? See? Happy for the moderators to come in, right? Oh, man. Okay. So, I ain't, I'm always have high self-esteem for myself. I'm always have positive vibe about myself. I'm always look at the good in any bad situation. I'm always look at something that's always measured for me to reach. And when it in terms of gifts, we all have so many of them. It's just that sometimes we try to Sometimes it's other things outside of you, anything outside of you. There's other external influences that determines how either you perceive your gifts, use your gifts, know that you have the gifts and the intentions of the gifts. That determines how the universe responds to your energy. Y'all follow me so far? I hope I'm making sense. Okay. All right. Now, so as I've shared the story a few times here on this channel, when in 1976 in the summertime, and all the kids are outside playing, you know, my friends, my brothers, and so everybody outside. Summertime, wasn't no video games. Man, look, even if it was video games out, man, back then your parents is not gonna let you stay in no damn house in the summertime playing video game. Boy, you better get your ass outside. Hit that like button. But I was the child that when my mom started cooking, right, I would go in the kitchen. And I'm just standing there in the doorway because she didn't like for you to be in the kitchen while she was cooking, right? So I'm always observing, but she will always tell me, give me that. Give me that. And everything she tell me to get me, my little inquisitive ass be like, Mama, what you using that for? What's that for? What's that for? What's that for? And she never ever denied telling me what it was for. That's how I learned how to cook before I ever went to culinary school. And I started my cooking journey, if you will, in the 7th grade when you was allowed to take home economics, which consisted of cooking, sewing. What was the other one? You can go and take PE or some shit like that. So I chose cooking and sewing, and then cause the gym, I was an athlete, right? So I knew I was gonna be working out or shit. I didn't want to get, But anyway, make a long story short, that summer, 12 years old, and they're helping mom. So she give me something. I go to the table, dining room table, and I'm eating. She come in there and she sit beside me. She had made her song. True story. And I'm just gonna say it like a mom's would say it. She said, "Little Sly." She said, "You know how sometimes you be telling me about your dreams. I don't want you to think that mama don't be listening to you." She said, "I'd be shocked." Because a mother child, me and my mom's, for example, grown folk talk, if you will. She didn't want to tell me, how can I say it, what was going on behind the scenes based on these dreams I'm telling her. She didn't want to tell me that different ones was dying or going through whatever they going through and whoever. But when she started telling me, and she said, "Look, let me tell you something, little Sly. You got gifts, and they did not come from man. Don't ever be ashamed of your gifts. Never. You're going to be different. You're not a follower." She said, "You know the dream you told me about your uncle, which would have been my grand uncle, if you will." And I told her, "Yeah. No shit." She said, "It happened. He passed away. Just like you told me in the dream." And ever since that conversation, I kind of saw myself different, but I saw myself in terms of, she says, "God gonna really use you one day, little Sly." God. Shit, I'm 12 years old. God, what is you talking about? So I became this person that was running, if you will, from my gifts because I ain't want to have the dreams. I ain't want to be working for God. God, God go you. All right. They used to call me my brother Bucking the Preacher. If you know anything about Bucking the Preacher, Bucking the Preacher. But anyway, make a long story short, we've arrived, folks, at a point in time. They fucking with they fucking with me so bad. If I just show y'all, we've arrived at a time, folks, that huge, huge, gigantic, monumental shifts are taking place. And what I'm simply saying is you're looking at from a historical standpoint, from an astrological standpoint, from an astro theology standpoint, from an astro political standpoint. You're looking at huge universal shifts. You're looking at modern, let's say America. You're looking at modern day Rome, right? At its zenith, meaning that we've passed our peak. And when I say our people living on this land. Now, I don't care if you're a Christian, I don't care if you're Catholic, I don't care if Jew or Hebrew, I don't care if you Muslim, I don't care if you Hindu, whatever you are. Whatever book you attach yourself to, in that book, whatever you see in print on paper, before that paper was called papyrus, before that papyrus scroll, before that scroll tablets, before the tablet stone, before the stone complete total spirituality. Okay, so when you open up your books, right, and you start reading, just know that you're getting at least minimum version number minimum 100, 1,000, based on your whatever you believe. Because if you read these stories, it's talking about something and somebody or other people, right? And deities. And that's what they're writing from, third person. That's why you'll see it says the gospel according to Matthew, or the gospel according to. It's not telling you this is the actual person. This is third party, he say, she say shit. Follow me good, folks. Now, in these books, let's say like the Bible, it's telling you in that book, whether it be Ezekiel, whether it be Daniel, whether it be Revelation, whether it be Isaiah, whoever the character. Don't pay attention to the character. When you start reading the script, just know that that script originated in stone or a spiritual thought. As you think it, it becomes what it is that you're thinking. In that book, it'll say, as a man or a woman thinketh, so are you. Now, so if they're saying in that book, in those books that I just mentioned of the Bible, that Rome of old will be revised, meaning that it don't go away. Revised means that, you get something here. Revised, Rome revised. And these are teachings that I've been teaching on for years. Now that I accept my gifts, it took me having to leave, disassociate, unbelieve, unlearn everything that I was taught. But anyway, this is a script. Say this is a script, right? That piece of paper. Now, if I wanted to revise this, I already have the script. This is the original. So if I go and revise it and rewrite it, hit that like button, y'all, and rewrite this script, add my own characters, names, because why? I don't want to tell you who these people is because they didn't give me permission, or I don't know them personally. Watch this. So we're in a time now that America's supposed to be the little horn America can be perceived to be. 12% of the Zionist Christians in America, 12%, believe that America is the little horn. And in that little horn, there's these stories that goes all the way back to the tablets. Meaning that all it is a revised version of something that was already existing. Now, why is this important? On Facebook and Instagram, back in 2017, this was a busy 2016, September 2016. I'm sitting at the kitchen table. Download come. I go live on Facebook and Instagram, and the title of the video is 9 phases, 9 reasons why why America will fall, not may fall, will fall, just like her mama Rome. That was the title of the video. If it's still there somewhere, you go back and watch it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Because Europe and America, so you say America, say that's the great-great-great-granddaughter of Greece, right? Rome is the granddaughter of Greece. Say Europe, Britain is the great-granddaughter of Greece. America is the great-great-great-granddaughter of Greece, right? So here's my point. America is just modern day Rome. The government, the system, religion, everything. I'm going to tell y'all something, listen. When I say huge shifts, when I say huge shifts, these shifts that's happening globally and even in this country, not just with the war in Iran. When you take somebody like a dude like Warren Buffett, I know y'all don't pay attention to this type shit. I pay attention to every damn thing. When you take a dude like Warren Buffett, a Wall Street guru type, old cat, right? And when that man take $343 billion and take it out of the stock market, why is he pulling his money back? And then I say to myself, okay, Ivory, what is it? Let's say I'm in a community, neighborhood. What is it that we own? What is it that I own? Because if I say, how many hospitals do people that look like me, you know, brown, tan, dark, black, whatever you want to call it, how many people look like, own a grocery store, a hospital, a clinic, um, whatever, transportation, industries? What is it? Banks. Because when I tell y'all, America in phase 7 right now of 9 phases, when I tell y'all the last 2 phases, they're going to happen so quick, it's going to feel like it's simultaneous. But when I tell y'all in phase 7 that you got all the ingredients, you have all the characters in place to make a cake that's going to sink in the oven. Just like Rome, fall from within. Did nobody invade Rome? But when my eyes see shit like, so you mean to tell me that since 71, 72, somewhere around here, that President Nixon took gold as off the market in terms of it's the dollar now, not gold. And then they did deals, I think it, whatever, they did deals to whereas in Saudi Arabia, all, and OPEC, all of the monies, all of the oil in the Persian Gulf is going to be bought with, used, and purchased with the dollar. That's why they call it the petrodollar. So that means that America, as a revised Roman Empire, Europe, you don't know this is a corporation. You don't know this is, it ain't nowhere near what you think it is. Okay? And so when you $40 trillion in debt, that petrodollar money from the Persian Gulf, meaning that Russia, China, Japan, every goddamn body, if you're going to buy oil, you got to use that American dollar, the petrodollar. And 40 days, now this has been going on now since 1971 now. So that petrodollar money allows these other countries that's buying and spending all this money in oil, using the dollar as the reserve note. They now also invest in treasury bonds, things of this shit, things of this nature. Listen to this shit now. Because of the petrodollar. So now we got a little cushion, meaning that they can take risk because of that dollar. And they've been taking it to the point to where it's now you at damn near 40 trillion in debt and you pay the interest every year. Listen to this. Just imagine this your house. I'm talking about some huge shifts coming here, folks. So you got the interest you pay on every year. That's more than what you spend on your defense, Medicaid, Medicare, all that shit. The interest. But that $1.3 trillion you pay every year on interest, the petrodollar revenue offsets that. You got me. Y'all got me. All right. Now the stage is set. Why is the stage set? Because you have some descendants. Listen to me good now. Y'all done heard me say some of this shit now. This ain't shit they talking about on social media. Y'all know me, live, uncut, no script, nothing. Over 2,000 videos, and you with less than 10,000 subscribers. Why? They shut down the algorithm. They don't want y'all to know this type of shit, but I'm gonna drop it. Check this here out. So in the past 40 days, 4 in universal language means stability. Listen. 4 in universal language means stability. Let me give you an example of a 4 in tarot, which I read everything universal spiritual first. That's why I say tarot is at the end. If you come in here for tarot, you're going to have to wait, because I don't never show no tarot cards to the end. That's 3D energy. Anyway, so here's a 4 of Wands. Let's see what the cards say. Happy family, reunion, coming home, stability, celebration, surprise, parties, weddings, events, feeling welcome, community, family, coming together, community support, teamwork, success, marriage, twin flame, celebrated. That's stability. That's 1. It's passion. And passion is what drives us as humans. Now, we put it in reverse. Because 4, in the past 40 days, now, if you in Saudi Arabia, if you in the Middle East, anywhere, doing business in the oil, gas, fertilizer, helium business, listen. And every damn thing in the past 40 days has shifted to whereas now, everything that I just mentioned, the petrodollar is not being used now. For the first time since the early 70s. What does that mean? Huge shifts. What is a huge shift? So you mean to tell me America, empire, Rome's baby, Rome's daughter, Europe's daughter, Rome's granddaughter, has lost that cushion. And you mean to tell me that we got a Pied Piper in the White House that went over there, and according to the clay, the tablets, even from a Sumerian text, the stones, carved, that there's 7 princes that shall arise out of the Elamites. These are dark-skinned people that look like me. These are the original people of the land you call Persia. Listen to me, folks. And that 7th king, or that 7th prince, was going to be far greater than all of the others combined, and a warrior, according to future events. I don't want to say prophecies and so on and so on. Just future events. That seventh prince is the son of a martyred sixth prince, the Ayatollah Khomeini. And now you mean to tell me that this man, the Pied Piper, Trump, goes over here, do battle with the seventh prince? Nobody once in over damn near 5,000 years, 4,000 years, has anybody went over to Iran and defeated Iran, defeated the Persians, defeated the Medes, defeated the Elamites. Nobody. All of them, including Greece ruler before Alexandria, died in battle right there. A world leader. Listen to me. Now these people controls a body that's near the Euphrates River. And if I was to go to you and you read about the Garden of Eden, you'll read about these four rivers, Tigris, Euphrates, and so on and so forth. These rivers is around what you would call the garden, ancient Mesopotamia. These were dark people. I just told you, Elamites. But something happened during the Ottoman Empire, in which now these people, just like people that look like me and you over here, abandoned their spirituality for a new religion that was forced on them called Islam. But they remain, from a few of them, from their indigenous standpoint, Shiites, Muslims, which means that they have embedded in them a DNA of spirituality. Listen to me good, folks. And we're going to talk, and I'm going to finish up on this here awakening and how this affects every damn body. When the mind awakens, listen. Now, all of this money, all of this oil, black gold, in this area that has sustained industries, manufacturing industries all over the planet for decades, is being controlled by the Prince of Persia, an Elamite descendant. And for the first time since becoming embedded in the religion of Islam, has Iran bombed his Muslim brothers' land, only because of the beast of the land, according to Daniel, if you will. Now, I've already shared with y'all, Daniel is just a version. Ezekiel talking about last days and shit like that. I said future events. Daniel, Ezekiel, Isaiah, who else? John, the divine, the revelation. All of them are reading off of an ancient script. Judaism, Jews, these are nothing but Phoenicians. The Phoenician language, there is no such thing as a Hebrew language. It's Phoenician. I can prove this shit to you. Been there, done that. Why is all this here important? Because for the first time in just 40 days, stability coming together. I just read it to you. The universal language. Anybody that's going to be buying oil globally, that's 20% of the globe. Anybody that's going to be buying fertilizer to grow your plants so that you can have food on your table, 35%, they don't want to talk about this shit, 35%, you're going to have to deal with the Prince of Persia, not the leader of the revised Roman Empire, America, Greece, or Rome's great-great-granddaughter. Helium, all of this shit. And you're going to have to buy it with the Chinese yuan, not the American dollar. So America now, or the revised Roman Empire, headed by this damn fool, Pied Piper you call Trump, don't have no more financial cushion to offset that $1.2, $1.3 trillion a year interest because that cushion is gone now, because it's still there now, technically, falling like a damn rock. So you think that America's going to allow that to happen? Hell to the no. You think that America's going to sit back and watch this here global shift to whereas you ain't buying shit, you don't get your cut from the Middle East no more? No, they're going to fight for that. What's going to end up happening is simple. The people you call Israel, at some point in time, will no longer exist. Karma. What you put into the universe, you get in return, from a universal standpoint. So if Israel is out here committing genocide on camera, why? Because we can see this shit real time. So if you want to see what type of a mindset a motherfucker like Hitler had, you can see that shit in Netanyahu. But according to this book, I can go get other books, but according to this book, it says that the whole world is going to turn its eyes, the whole world is going to turn its eyes, future events, against these people. For what? What they doing now? When you're an empath and you can feel this shit, see this shit unfold, I want y'all to think about this now. These same bombs, that's over there killing people by the hundreds of thousands, is being supplied by the beast, the little horn, America, the revised Roman Empire. So if there is such a God or gods, there's a whole lot of them, y'all. If there's such a God that cares about humanity, if there's such a universal karma concept, principle, that's just getting ready to be applied. And the whole world getting ready to see it. What am I talking about? You're going to wake up one day. You're going to look in the sky. You're going to see a bomb falling, explode. You're going to wake up one morning. You're going to pick up your device or turn on your TV. And you're going to see the damn stock market. It didn't crash. That motherfucker no longer. It hit rock bottom so hard that it don't no longer exist. The New York Stock Exchange will no longer exist. Listen to me, folks. I'm telling y'all some shit that ain't nobody gonna talk about that much. Very few of us. You're gonna wake up one morning. Ain't gonna be shit in your bank account. You're gonna wake up one morning. And because ain't shit in your bank account, and you ain't got no job no more, and the sheriff or the constable or whoever is at your door, you tell you gotta go. Because if the stock market is crashed, if the banks is falling, who's holding your mortgage? I'm trying to bring this shift to the crib, to the 401. And that's when the mind awakens. When you start seeing bombs fall on the soil. Then you're going to see how these folks feel when karma starts hitting here in America. When karma starts hitting in, you're going to see how it feels for the whole world to look at the damn big ass motherfucking bully, America, the beast, the revised Roman Empire, the little horn of Daniel the 9th chapter, for those of you who are religious, unfold right before your eyes. Now just think now, the dollar ain't gonna be no dollar. When you realize that all of your politicians is fucking corrupt, they ain't worth shit. This is a Roman institutionalized Masonic government. And if you knew the fuck is getting ready to happen, just like them folks is in the streets over there, that shit's gonna be right here. So then now you got that eighth phase. We in 7 now, in which the streets is full, the stock market has already crashed. It's gonna crash in phase 7 where we at right here, right now. I told y'all by 2030, it's a wrap. I told y'all 2028 could be your last free democracy election. And then America becomes a laughingstock. This is phase 8 that's coming up next. Social unrest. That means that motherfuckers is in the streets trying to get food, trying to survive, no water. And these motherfuckers done headed to some bunkers, some damn safe place, and we got to be out here damn near killing each other for water, for bread, for food. Then you're going to have what they say over there, karma. Then you're going to have the government here turn against its people Because the same government that's in power turned against the original people and genocide them and kill some millions. So if there is a God that care about people, humans, it's going to say, all right, America, all right, Israel, all right, all you motherfuckers, enough is enough. And if they can use smart bombs to hit small targets and large targets, if there is a divine being, deity, God, power, smart bomb ain't gonna even be no, it's like a complete total cleansing. So if your mind is full of fuckery, trickery, lies, they need to take the damn, they 10 commandments. They need to take that thou shalt not kill. If there is a God, don't want you to violate that. How can, what God, in what God's name are you out here, Israel? Are you out here, America? Are you out here, Russia? Are you out here, China? Are you out here, worldly? And what God's name are telling y'all what you're doing is justified. So the whole fucking planet in phase 9 is facing a reset. And during this phase 9, by that time, America is in a reset. That means there is no constitution. That means that all of these, listen, when you start seeing leaders and rich motherfuckers and so-called elites, when you start seeing them leave, you don't see them on public TV no more. You don't hear about. That's because them motherfuckers done left and went to their damn hideout. Why? Because they know the bombs are on the way. They know that the economy is getting ready to hit zero, rock fucking bottom. And they're going to leave the little normal people, the little emblems, the little minions, the little peasants, what they call us, out there to scavenge over what's left because they done hoarded everything away. Why in the fuck is Bill Gates buying up farms? Trick, I thought your ass makes software and computers. Why is Bill Gates out here calling shots and doing research on vaccination? Why is this here pedophiling ass motherfucker still living? It's because of us. It's because of us. Why? Why is Trump ass still in fucking office? It's because of us. So you mean to tell me out of 300 million over 300 million motherfucking people, that's not enough to go to Washington, D.C. You see what this motherfucker is doing. So you mean to tell me over 300 million people can't go to Washington, D.C., grab this motherfucker and take his ass up out of there, all of his administrators, all of the damn Congress, all of the fucking Senate, the fucking Supreme Court, and tell these fools, that's just a few compared to 300 and some million. Get your ass out. I don't care if you black, white, pea green, Asian, Hispanic. I don't give a damn about that damn race shit. End this shit because that's the reset. Because when you are forced to spiritually awaken, because these motherfuckers done basically took the whole goddamn country over damn cliff following the fucking Pied Piper, and ain't nobody gonna say shit. Hakeem Jeffries, who else? Schumer, all you fucking politicians, Democrat, Republican, Independent, Tea Party, House Party, Trick Party, Whole Party, all of y'all. I'm crashing on y'all ass early in the morning. All this shit's finna be reset. Now, where do you fall on the other side of the reset? For me and mine, it's time to go back and claim and get your shit. It's going to be a time, folks, that people know where these here folks live. People know every damn thing these days. You're not difficult to be found. And it's going to be a spiritual cleansing, not an ethnic cleansing. Because now humanity, just like over there in Iran, humanity, just like over there in the Gaza Strip, humanity, just like over in Lebanon, humanity, just like over in Ukraine, humanity, those of us that got some good fucking decent ass, solid ass, common fucking sense is going to step up to the plate. And when we start waking the fuck up, I don't care what you believe, and realize, wait a minute. 1 + 1. Okay, we're going to do y'all's math. 1 + 1 is 2. Damn. Okay. So he did this for every cause, for every action, which is karma. For every action, for every cause, there's an effect. So he did this. What's the result? You lose the fucking petrodollar, you dummy. Okay. So now we got 2. 2 + 2 is 4. Not only you lose the petrodollar, dummy, you done gave away the stability of the damn nation. A damn total scratch off. That's what Trump is, a total scratch off. That's what all politics, Biden, all these motherfuckers, Masons, all of them, listen, they already know who's going to be the president. Obama, Hillary, Dillary, Doc, Clinton, Bush, every last one of them. Carter, Reagan, just go all the way back. Johnson, Kennedy, all of crooks. Every now and then you'll get one. And if they got, it's just like Kennedy. See, I can remember hearing the stories, Walter Cronkite on CBS News talking about this shit as a child, because why? I got gifts to remember shit. And how fucked up it was back there. Now you don't have nobody on the news. These are all fucking characters that's going to come and tell you what the fuck's going on. At the end of the day, you're going to be having people coming back in body bags, soldiers, by the hundreds, then by the thousands. And if Israel, they ain't no damn God's chosen people. You got to remember now, if you talk about Israel, you talking about this book, the Bible, you talking about they God rejected their asses. So how's you going to help a group of people that they own damn God rejected? Then they not the original people. Then this group of people was created by the same people that was persecuting them and says, look, we're going to let you be a mercenary for us, and we're going to send you to the Middle East, and we're going to give you a chunk of land, and we're going to help you kill every goddamn body so you can get this land. Europe and America. Them 1%ers over there. They are just like over here. They are 1%. They are 1%er. They are not. They're like, even in their own book, when Jesus said, some of y'all said y'all Jews, y'all ain't no Jews. Y'all of the synagogue of Satan. That's what you got over there. That's the synagogue. Now you looking in real life, real time. Those words, according to y'all, you looking at life real time, where you see the synagogue of Satan, them Jews, in full effect. Because why? That same person you think was Jesus that was talking, no, that was a dark-skinned brother. Even according to their own book, and even according to John, who he saw a dark-skinned brother. Putin goes to the museum in what is called the former Soviet Union and puts out there 2 or 3 years ago, says, hey, look, this is the real mother and Jesus. Black as me. Real authentic shit. It's been verified. Yo popes, they pray to the Black Madonna. But they got y'all out here running around here chasing some blue-eyed dude that's going to come back in the sky just because Leonardo da Vinci did a painting. Left clues in the painting to let you know that it was based on a story, that mother of Jesus and so on and so forth, of a woman, a feminine energy, and her name was Hathor, the mother cow. And even in the ancient times in Egypt, in Kemet, where a lot of your modern day religion and spirituality come from, with the exception of Christianity, coming from mostly India and the Phoenicians, right? Where Jesus had to go to ancient Egypt and to India to learn mysticism, magic, and all this here other stuff, to become a high priest. I'm giving y'all, ain't nobody died on no cross. They done sold y'all this story, though. All right, so let's take their story. That be the case, for those of you who are waiting on the Great Tribulation, he coming again. He been coming for so long. You know how long? I remember when they used to say Ronald Reagan was the damn Antichrist. And Jesus coming soon. I remember in 1999, going into the new millennium, the church age. Everybody talk about Jesus coming. Well, we ain't seen him yet. We 26 years in. Your ass is going to be transitioned, dead and gone, 40-40. And you still ain't going to see ain't nobody going to see nobody coming back in no sky now. That's John Darby, 1830s. John Nelson Darby. That's where you get your rapture from. It's inputted as a note. So when you take C.I. Scofield and you take these Zionisms and you take John Nelson Darby, and then now you got these Zionism, Sion, this is all Knights of the Templars. This is all Masonic. And France, and what else is that? Netherlands and France. There's two other countries over there in Europe that they have, because see, it wasn't Zion in the beginning. Zion. It was Sion, Sion. So they got cities in Europe that's called Sion. Zeus, that's who you worship. You ain't worshiping Yahweh. You ain't worshiping God. You worshiping Zeus. Let me say this here before I go, folks. It's getting ready to be so messed up in America. Hard times is an understatement. When you say, like this damn fool, we're going to bomb you back to the Stone Age. Iran. You know when somebody pissed and somebody got their foot on your damn neck. When your ass say some shit like, Iran, open up the motherfucking strait, you bastards. That's coming from a world leader. That's coming from somebody in America. That's the beast. That's how a mad motherfucker sound. Open up the motherfucking straits, you bastards. And then at the end, praise be to Allah. Let me tell you something. Ooh. Boy, look, let me tell you something. That's when you know a motherfucker on your neck. That's when you know you done lost the damn petrodollar. When you got 27 bases all over there in the Middle East, And the same people you done went and bombed, they done blew up 13 of them. The big ones, they done blew up your equipment. A lot of damn soldiers injured, a lot of damn soldiers dead. And they only saying 13 damn people have died. Bullshit. And this is the same country that's supposed to tell me and you what the fuck to do. I can't wait, like I tell y'all, until the reset. I let all this shit, let it crash. If there is a divine being, a divine deity somewhere in the universe that cares about my little black ass, as they say, tear it up, let it crash, let the stock market crash, let all this here shit. Let Rome finally, this is the last of world empires for the next at least 2,150 years. Because we are in the 11th house, the age of awakening. Religion, one day, you ain't gonna be able, when people start, you ain't gonna be going to these churches. You're not gonna be going to these mosques. You're not gonna be going to these temples, folks, in the future. If your ass is still here by 2043, I promise you that. I promise you that. Because the thing that they are afraid of as far as AI, whatever you want to call it, the beast, the thing that they really afraid of about AI is because now you done input information in a system and created a digital offspring. And some of these digital offsprings are of the mindset of mad mother. Can you imagine Trump investing in the AI, creating robots, and he can have this robot to do what the fuck he want to do? He'll get rid of the whole goddamn planet. Can y'all give me? It's late. We just chit chatting, but can y'all give me a second? Because I'm not done. I'm crashing out. Give me a second, y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, it's about to get stupid. Hold on. All right. It's about to get so crazy in America. I promise you. Mark my word. Now I ain't dreaming right now. I'm telling you what I see. All right. Here we go. Wrap it up, Ivory. Get your shit together. It's about to get so hard out here that if there is such a thing as a tribulation, it's not because of what the devil or what some God is doing. It's what the universe is allowing to happen. Energy can't be destroyed. So we're repeating cycles now. So this here 250-year celebration, ain't no telling how this shit gonna go. All right, so now that we're repeating and the planetary alignments in the universe is saying that this is what's going to happen, Ivory. Don't worry about what the fucking pundits and all these other folks. This is what I want you to share, Ivory. We trust you. We know you. We know you ain't out here for the clickbait. You ain't out here for the viral video. You out here just trying to talk to a couple people. So if I can reach a couple people, I would advise you to do this. Make sure your mind is right. Make sure your heart is right. and make sure your soul is awakened. Make sure your mind is right, because you're getting ready to see some shit. The mind is getting ready to experience some shit. That is what I call a forced awakening. And it's going to force you to see reality, to see these evil motherfuckers, to see what the fuck is going on for what it is. Now, it's up to you, after you analyze what you see, what you know, it's up to you to say, no, that can't be. That can't be. It can't be no bomb on the way. That's what your mind gonna tell you. Although they showing you on national TV, it's all live, and they showing you that shit's on the way. And your mind is gonna say, no, just playing a game. That's AI. All right. That's one. Your heart. Make sure your heart is right. The last but not least, make sure you know who you are. Make sure you know that you are a spiritual being having a divine human experience, and this is just several of your lifetimes, your human experience, and death just means transformation. Don't mean you going to hell, you going to hang out with some dude with a long ass fucking tail and a pitchfork and a lake that's burnt. You get that shit, as long as you believe that, they got you. Now, in their heart, your intentions. This is the most positive vibrational energy in your 3D. So if you make sure your heart, your intention is right. From an ancient standpoint, that's what's going to be weighed on the scales of justice. The heart, not the brain. The heart. So if you got evil intentions, if you got dark intentions, just know you're going to have some rough times ahead. Dealing with the universe. All right. Your soul, your ka. When it comes to your soul, this is the essence of you. This is your DNA. This is your blueprint. This is for you to know who you are in terms of, I'm not from this planet. The majority of us not. Because them same gods that created back in Genesis, man and woman, gods, they never gone nowhere. They never went nowhere. You ain't gonna read in none of them books. That's why there's so many gods out here. Everybody got a god. Because the gods that create, so some of these gods, can you imagine the God that's talking to Trump right now? That ain't none of my motherfucking God. Period. Can you imagine the God that's talking to Benjamin Netanyahu right now? That ain't none of my God. I don't see these as chosen people. I see these as cursed people. I don't see they land as just this here land flowing with milk and honey in America. I see this here as everything that you got, your intent was to get it with greed and blood, death. So if you think that your ass is just going to sit back in the universe or the gods or what have you. So I ain't with all these gods. But there is creators out here that have good intent for humanity. Those are the gods that you and I, those of us who fit in that category, if you with the shit, I ain't with your God. Because now we're becoming more consciously awakened and aware of not only who we are, what we've been told. So now you can make a choice, a logical choice. Sword, head over heart decision about your soul. Your entire existence. So if you want to make a head over heart decision, or you make a emotional heart over head decision and believe that somebody's coming back to get you, you're going to have some problems. But if you make a head over heart decision, it's going to connect to the soul, the triune man. Not the triune God, the triune man. The three the strongest foundation. That's why you see that pyramid everywhere. The triune man, not the triune God. This is the only way you're going to be prepared for the reset. If a bomb detonate right now, I'm like, what a blessing to end this here human experience and to return without a religious mindset. Now, since I know I choose my parents, if I choose to return, if the universe allows me to return, it says, okay, Ivory, now you got a whole new soul contract. We need you to go back because now you got to help folks. But I don't choose that parent that's religious because now you got a lot more people who are spiritually awakened and they exist in the form of spirituality. So when the soul returns and you take on another avatar, another body, and you choose your parents, I'm not going to choose somebody that's waiting on somebody to come back in the sky, folks. I'm trying to show y'all how close we are to a complete total shift, a complete total transformation. Physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, eternally, whatever. A complete total shift is coming. Huge. And if they say in their books 1/3 of mankind is going to die, that means that 1/3 over what? 2.5 billion people are going to transition within the next 10 years. So whether it be by way of famine, disease, pestilence, wars, bombs, whatever, it's going to happen. The cleanse has to take place. This fucking planet Earth, so low vibrational that the universe, that mama universe said, you know what? I'm going to let that be the prison for all beings that exist in one universe. There's so many in this galaxy, in this universe. Well, that one. And now it's happening. And more people are waking up because they see more and more people are realizing that your government leaders, religious leaders, just name them. They are all part of the same fucking scam. Putin, all of them. There might be one or two world leaders that rise up in this period that eventually become spiritually awakened like a portion of humanity, not all humanity. And they would be there because it could be people that look like me and you, regular people. That's going to be like, okay, now that we survived the reset, now different ones, the soul starts returning to the earth and starts back populating the planet. I promise you, this is how it's going to happen. So they tell y'all a new heaven and a new earth. I'm telling you something totally different. I taught that for real. I taught that for years behind the pulpit as an ordained pastor. And I'm seriously telling y'all right now, listen, it's happening right now. Don't be waiting. Don't think it's coming. Y'all heard what they saying, what's going to happen in the future. The future is right fucking now. Just because you are able to get in your car, nice car, let your sunroof down and have this here enjoyment, don't think that other folks is living like this. There's people that are scrapping through stone and rocks and rubble, trying to find their babies, trying to find them some food. And we over here flourishing because we don't give a damn about what's going on. But we don't realize that what's going on and they struggles over there is because our ass, not this country, the leaders of this country, the leaders of Israel, the leaders of Russia, the leaders of China, the leaders of all these here countries, they have a mass amount of people that have been just struggling because of their bullshitting ass taxes, they bullshitting ass laws, They bullshitting as religions. And here we are. It's a wrap. Phase 7. They took the video down. Scholars that y'all watch on videos was in that live stream from around the world, around the country. And phase 8, the crash, the complete total economic crash. Phase 7, where we are right now, is you got a person in the White House. You got a person, you got a person in the White House right now that if they don't remove this crazy ass man, somebody might try to kill him again. Somebody might succeed the next time. Because if you think these here people is going to let this one damn nutcase take the whole country down, no, they'll get his ass out of there. Or is that part of the plan to create chaos? Because all of them work together. Fuck them Democrats. Fuck them Republicans. Fuck all of them. They all crooks. Because the Democrat, look, you supposed to be the one that can pull his goddamn coattail. Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer. Y'all want to sit back and wait till he fuck up so bad. Then y'all want to come in with y'all motherfucking ideas and want to save the fucking country. No, you need to be more preventative, if you will. But I'm glad that all this here shit's getting ready to end. In phase 7. Phase 8, everything hit the rock bottom. Just like Rome. Dollar ain't worth shit. People out here killing, trying to find water and food. That's what's coming. Before you see a bomb. And the last phase, phase 9, reset. That means you ain't got no more government. They done been overthrown. See, they trying to want folks to overthrow their government, and they the ones over here making these. Y'all see how this shit go? We over here in Iran, they got this here terrorist regime, and you over here dropping bombs and threatening to get rid of the whole fucking civilization, and you supposed to be the good guy. Y'all see how this here psychological fuckery is? Mind game, whooping. And you got folks, that's right, Trump. Oh, I'm down with America. I don't know what, it don't matter what I mean. Man, I ain't down with none of this shit. And it's going to be over with. And people like me, people like you, we're going to have to deal with this shit. When Trump ass is gone, when these politicians is gone, when these church leaders is gone, and it's just the humanity running this motherfucker, that's when I believe that there's a divine, universal, spiritual intervention will take place, because you're going to have some nutcases like Trump, some nutcases like Netanyahu, some nutcases like Putin, all of them dropping nukes on each other. And they already done won. All right, don't drop no goddamn nuke. We told your fuck ass President Eisenhower. Do it again. That's what terrestrial beings told his ass. Then they want to hide that shit from humanity. Do it again. You do have some divine spiritual deities around you that care about our ass. It just ain't the God of Israel. It ain't the God of America. I promise you it's not. You are living in a Roman institution. And they God is Zeus. They God is Saturn. Okay. I did a spread last year. Come here, baby boy. Let me give y'all something before y'all go. Since y'all been here an hour and 19 minutes, this shit damn near 3 o'clock in the morning and shit. I did a spread the summer 2024 that dealt with what can we expect out of Trump in the election, and what can we expect out of Kamala Harris. Nothing major, but it was important at the time. Trump came out as a Knight of Pentacles. I told y'all I read energy in reverse and upright. I have to. And Kamala Harris came out as the Two of Wands. Now Trump ass is upside down, Knight of Pentacles. You can't rely on that motherfucker. And shit he gonna do is gonna work. He's a sitting duck. He might well stick a fork in his ass. He ain't doing no work. He's gonna be a lame damn duck. And ain't nobody in Washington. He gonna be the one of the most loneliest. I wouldn't be surprised that motherfucker died. Loneliness or something else, or I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. But when you got all these goddamn bodies, he got a long list of body count, folks. Y'all got to realize when certain people are gone, it liberates the soul of many. One person. So when you take down the Debo on the planet, America, and they little brother, the instigator, Israel, when you take down the Debo on the planet, it liberates the whole fucking planet. When you take down the beast, when the beasts fall, whether somebody else make them fall or whether they fall from, when you take down the big bully on the block, the big bully on the planet, it liberates billions. It liberates billions. All right, so what can we expect from Trump for the rest of his life? What can we expect from Trump going forward now? Ain't nobody out here doing this. And I'm not bragging. It may not give it 100 views. But one person, one of y'all in this live gonna see it. What can we expect? He was the Knight of Pentacles. That motherfucker done flipped upside down. Oh, shit, he was the Knight of Pentacles. What we got on the bottom right now? He threw. Now we just reading energy now. I don't know this damn dude. I'm talking, it's just me and the universe talking. I'm using a deck of cards. Entertainment purposes only. But y'all know the real. What can we expect from Trump for the rest of his life? Everybody left his ass behind. Left behind. Trump shall be left. Trump shall be in Five of Pentacles energy, according to this, according to me communicate with the universe through these damn flashcards. Five of Pentacles. It don't look good for him now. Spirit, what can we expect from Trump the rest of his life? He need help. There's going to be some people to pity party for him. Or his ass is going to be like this damn lion. Wow. Empress in reverse. Wow. He going to go out wild, y'all. He going to go out as a roaring lion. Hold on. What can we expect for Trump, Spirit? Share the video. Hit that like button. Share it. We just now getting tarot. Can we expect for Trump? Rest of his life. Damn his presidency. I ain't gonna give him one card now. We ain't gonna be about this shit long. What can we expect for Trump? I got it right here. Remember I told y'all it's about them foes. 4 wands. Missed opportunity, sad, under the goddamn tree, boo-hooing and crying. Celebration is over. Missed opportunity. There you go. Missed. It's over with. Regret for Trump. Rest of his life. Refusing to listen to anybody, take advice from anybody, refusing any opportunities, offers, any damn thing. Don't want to listen to no goddamn body. Missed opportunity. Stagnated. Lamed up. You can stick a fork in his ass. Apathy. Want folks to feel sorry for him. Delusional. Focusing on the negative. Self-absorbed narcissist. Depression. Boredom. Nostalgia. Remorse. That's Trump. Rest of his life. 5 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. He had a grand opportunity. He sold everybody a dream. Pied Piper. Bottom of the deck. I can't make this shit up. And Spirit said, Ivory, let the tribe know that's the damn truth. This man, this is Trump the rest of his life. Share the video, take a picture, put this shit on TikTok, play with it, add AI to it. Let everybody know. Ivory said in 2024, Trump, was going to win the election as the Knight of Pentacles. Everybody's going to think that he's reliable and he's finna make a change and no more wars, and he's concerned about the economy and the people and the little people. Now he's riding as a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now I'm asking in 2026, what can we expect for the rest of his life? Sad. When you got, and Spirit said that's the truth, missed opportunity, sad, depressed. And when you have this type of a person in the White House, and they are self-absorbed narcissists, and they got the access, they can put their hands if they wanted to on that goddamn football, them damn nuclear buttons, codes, and launch. That's a scary ass piece of shit. And when you got a defense secretary, Secretary of War Crimes, Secretary of Genocide, Secretary of Aggression, Secretary of Cowardness, and you got a self-absorbed narc running the White House. All of us, in the end, before this man is gone, it could be a sad ass damn day, man. Regretting. For those who voted, regretting. For those who supported, regretting. But this is healing. The Ace of Swords is a healing energy. Clarity. Mind. When the mind awakens, when by the time Trump wake the fuck up, it's too late. It's a missed opportunity. Ace of Cups in reverse. But for us that's left after this fool is gone, between now and election, November, This is going to be crucial. Don't think that this is a ceasefire. Don't think that the war is over. Don't think that. The only way is he already know that there's talk behind the scenes. J.D. Vance is not his first vice president. And J.D. Vance, there's talks. I'm saying this here from a conscious standpoint. I'm not in the room, but there's people in Trump ears. Like I told y'all earlier, even it's gonna be one of his sons. Somebody gonna come to Trump and say, "Trump, it's over. It's over. If this is the hand of God, God has taken." It's like somebody gonna be in his ear. Trump, it's over. God has taken that offer back. It's over with. The party is over, Trump. The presidency is over. 3 of Cups in reverse. It's over. Everybody's gossiping and talking about you. Don't nobody, you ain't got no more motherfucking freedom. Don't nobody give a fuck about you, Trump. His son, Dad, is over. J.D. Vance, Mr. President, it's over. If you don't step down, you're going to sabotage the party. And if he's truly self-absorbed, he's going to be like, I don't give a damn. Then we got a crisis. Because now you're going to have to see on live TV them go to the Oval fucking office, military officers, and remove this man from office. Because he's going to refuse to go. Because he know when he go, he's a lonely man. He may die like this. Or he know that there's no hope for him. And just like karma, just like he took out world leaders, military leaders, him and Pete Hegseth and his whole administration. Eye for an eye, as they like to say. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tried to take him out. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of leaders in the country, in America, is out. Politically, physically, dead, whatever. When the stock market crashed, I wouldn't be surprised to see people jumping out this tall building next to me. I wouldn't be surprised. Consciously, I'm prepared. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the bombs. I'm ready for the transformation, transitioning. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be surprised to see that $1 ain't worth shit in my lifetime. I wouldn't be surprised to see me become a humanitarian on a national level, helping people. Some of the same people watching this video, some of the same people you see every day. You talking, folks, when I'm talking about a crash, when I'm talking about a fall, let me say this here to you. Those of us who are humanitarians, people, regular people, athletes and rich motherfuckers, whoever, can be standing in a line that I'm offering a meal for, that I'm offering meals to in the future. It's just going to be just like that. The people that y'all done put up on these motherfucking pedestals and shit. Right? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? These same people gonna have stories. I remember when. You gonna have stories. I remember when. It's gonna be a lot of I remember wins in America when this motherfucker hit rock bottom. I'm telling you what, it's the facts. Because if you think that this country can keep going on the way that it's going on, you are in a bubble. You are in a matrix. You are delusional. You looking at shit right in front of you, but refusing it. You are cognitive dissonant. It's like it's right here. It's like the truth is right in front of you. You rejected it. You don't even want to see it. It's going to be a sad day It's gonna be up. It's getting ready to get crazy, folks. I'm telling you. This mistake, this blunder by America and everybody in Washington is guilty because nobody went in his office and said, no, you're not getting ready to do this. Nobody goes in his office and say, look, Iran, open the motherfucking straits, you bastards. I'm going to kill every motherfucking body. I'm going to destroy, after the night, a whole civilization could be dead. That's genocide. That's King George type shit. That's a narc. That somebody, when he made that statement, should have went in his motherfucking office or went on Air Force One and removed his motherfucking ass. Real talk. But they all in on it. Fuck them Epstein files. We been knowing they asses all perverts. Fuck them Epstein files. Let this motherfucker hit rock bottom. Y'all might say, damn, man, you crashing out there, man. Who you throwing all these here F-bombs? I'm just telling you how it is. I'm going to give it to you every time, raw, uncut, unedited. This system is a Roman system. It's a European system. The Lords of London is the reason why the straits are shut. The Lords of London is the reason why the straits are shut. Why is that? Because the Lords of London says that we ain't securing no goddamn ships going through the Straits of Hormuz right now. No ships, no Red Sea, eventually, none of that. Persian Gulf, we can't insure it. Why? It's too fucking dangerous. Because the seventh prince of Persia said, I wish a motherfucker would. Iran ain't got shit to lose, folks. For them, death is like martyrdom. Now you got 2.3 billion people on the planet, Muslims, madder than a motherfucker, and willing to die. Martyrdom. When you fighting that kind of an enemy, they don't give a shit. They don't want y'all to see the pictures of people in the streets, on bridges and around their infrastructures and shit. Drop the damn bomb, Trump. Kill all 93 million of us. Go ahead. We'll all be martyred. And your ass will be, that motherfucker say, oh, okay then. They went to invade. And the shit failed. Lost a couple of lives, some equipment and shit, some planes and shit. But they realized it wasn't going to be that easy. No, I'm not religious. I'm not Mason either. You Scottish Rite 33rd? No, I'm not. I'm not part of no secret society. Secret. What? Pluto is not allowing secrets to exist. Scottish Rite. The universe is not allowing secrets. Pluto bigger than you. Pluto bigger than your 33rd Rite. Pluto. I ain't talking about the universe. Anybody that want to hide shit from the masses for their own filthy gain, I don't fuck with. Period. Anybody running around here saying that your God is better than everybody else's God, I don't fuck with. I'm not saying that I'm disrespectful toward. You can believe. I don't believe in nothing no more. What I know, I roll with that. I've been done with the belief. But I'm gonna tell you something. See, people can see things. They'll look at things. They're looking for symbols. You may have seen my ring. This ain't got nothing to do with Masonic. I see every damn thing. The universe see everything. That's what this means to me. You may see the halls of a mente. That I'm not Mason. No, I'm not, and I'm not religious. It's a wrap, folks. You are witnessing real life, real time, the fall of what some like to say the greatest empire of all, the last empire, at least for the next 2,150 years. This is going to be a good period. You know how many lifetimes you can have in 2,150 years? That's non-religious. Government ain't in. You got divine spiritual beings in control. You got people that done woke up, realize that damn, I've been in a damn under spell, or I've been in a dream, I've been in the matrix, and you done woke up from the spell. When you let billions of people wake up from the spell and realize that especially the big three religions, they are all built on Masonic order. Like he say, these are the people, these types of energies, 33rd Reich, is the reason why they have further Rome, Europe, Greece, hidden agendas, secret society. Huge shifts are coming. And when the mind wake up, it's all over with. You're in a reset. We'll see y'all in the next video.